We've made it. It is the regular season finale on ISC and My Indy TV. For Danville, it is game number 21. For Plainfield, game number 22. I think we're like a million served and counting at this point on the ISC Sports Network. Greg Rakestraw, Jan Bozier, and thanks for joining us on My Indy TV as well. Tonight's game presented in part by Endeavor Communications. Endeavor Internet, your fiber connection, your victory. By Erdl & Company, Benefit Solutions. Look at erdlandcompany.com to find out more. By Forum Credit Union, helping people live their financial dreams for over 80 years with innovative products and services. Visit them online, forumcu.com. By Franciscan Sports Medicine, visit franciscanhealth.org/sports training for more. By Galitco and Daily, work, injury, lawyers. Learn more at indianaworkers.com and indymalpractice.com. By Indiana State University, where Sycamores continually shatter expectations and boldly represent. By Nathan Begley of Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood and call Nathan Begley of Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. By Wabash College. Visit Wabash today at wabash.edu. And by York Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram right here in Plainfield. We're not number one. You are. You're number one at York. Partner, as always, good to be with you. And it is good for us to be here. We kind of see the Quakers occasionally from time to time, but it has been a while since we have been in this gym. This facility, it's now 15, 16 years old. It is a first kind of class, top-notch place. All facilities are at Plainfield. We're happy to be here to finish up the regular season.
Yeah, no question about it. I've been looking forward to this game. We've seen Plainfield once, at least I have, and I've seen Danville at least 3 times. Listen, both these teams want to play really well tonight, Greg. They need to get this victory going into next week.
Well, let's talk about the visiting team first, the Danville Warriors. They are rated number 1 in Class 3A, and they have won a lot under the leadership of Brian Barber. They have made it as far as the semi-state. They are thinking about a potential state championship and a first trip to Gainbridge Fieldhouse. They are 18-2. Both their losses have come to Avon. You saw one of them. Frankly, it wasn't close against Avon in the Hendricks County Tournament Final back on January the 6th. Are there many teams in 3A like as good as Danville will see tonight in Plainfield? Probably not. But I do think that Plainfield kind of represents maybe like a top 1 or 2 team in 3A. If Danville gets a win tonight, look out for the rest of 3A.
I completely agree. And listen, if they could get Lawrence going inside, if Danville starts him inside, it really gets them where they want to be, Greg. They love to get inside, then go outside. And if they shoot the ball like they can, inside, outside, they got a great shot.
On the flip side, Plainfield is an interesting mix. They've got 3 seniors that all start tonight. They're all going to be college athletes. 2 of them playing small college basketball. The other going to play Division I football in Caden Vanderbush at Eastern Michigan. But the future is equally bright. Noah Smith and Harper Baker Lands are both going to be likely major college recruits. Smith is a 6'8 sophomore. Lands is the starting point guard as a 6'3 freshman. Simply put, this is a Plainfield team we're going to see a lot more of the next couple of years.
This is a really good shooting team. They shoot very well in this gym, and they're a shooting team. And if they're on tonight, look out, because they shoot well from 3. They shoot well from field goals, and they shoot well from free throws. Where they may have a little bit of a deficit, Greg, is when they've lost, they've been out-rebounded a little bit. Not a lot, but they've only lost 5 games by less than 6 points.
Senior night for the Quakers. They got a big one coming up on Tuesday over in Terre Haute because they drew Brownsburg in the opening game of a 5-team sectional, a loaded half of the bracket. We'll talk about that throughout the course of the broadcast. We'll take this 2-minute timeout. We'll come back with Jan's Keys to the Game, brought to us by Indiana State University. That comes right next. We are less than 10 minutes away from tip-off. Senior night in Plainfield. Quakers hosting Danville. You're watching on ISC and My Indy TV.
A Wabash man, if we do our job right, it's the guy who doesn't check any one box.
I think it gives the students a large toolkit to be able to problem solve.
It's a place where young men can grow up and learn the skills necessary to go out and have an impact on the world after they graduate.
One of the great gifts that I got at Wabash was not a specialized skill set that was going to be applicable in my first job out of college, but it was really a commitment to working in groups, lifelong learning, and just a passion for life in general.
There is such a rich tradition of success and accomplishment here. When you think about all of the things that Wabash men go and do after they graduate, Why would you not want to be a part of that?
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Ball here. Harris scores. With 19 seconds left.
Fake players, big boy. I'm telling you right now, that's awesome. I love it. Oh! That's the finish.
You get a layup to take it. And an and one.
Out of here.
Both teams anxiously awaiting this regular season finale with, again, ideas of playing well into March on the minds of these two teams in separate classes. Danville 3A, Plainfield 4. Let's get to our keys to the game. They are brought to us by Indiana State University. Jan, what are you focusing on for each team to be successful tonight?
Well, obviously, in any basketball game, you want to shoot the ball well. Both these teams have that capability. I think it's going to be a shooter's game. I'm going to love every second of this. But the key for me, battling the boards, I think Plainfield has to compete big time on the boards. And when it's all said and done, if this thing's close, both these teams shoot pretty well from the free throw line. We'll see if that's the difference tonight.
In terms of the numbers, both teams are 37% from three-point range. Plainfield makes a few more of them. They make just shy of 7 threes a game. While Danville a little bit more judicious in terms of the threes that they take. They make a little more than 4 threes a contest. Jan talked about free throws. Danville solid at 70. Plainfield 77% from the free throw line on the season. Both these teams tremendous in terms of sharing the basketball. Plainfield 17.5 assists a contest, while Danville 16 points a game. Frankly, each of these two teams get up and down the floor. Danville 62, Plainfield 65. Very similar styles between each of these two teams. So Plainfield, some past greats being honored. The gentleman wearing the red pride shirt, about to raise his hand. Well, he may be the best player in the history of this program. That would be Gavin Groniger, who helped lead the Quakers to the 1999 3A state championship. That is the big banner that is on one end of this facility. Of course, this year is the 25-year anniversary of that championship. Gavin, part of Andy Weaver's staff here at Plainfield High School. We'll take this quick timeout. We'll take a 1-minute break. When we come back, we'll catch part of the national anthem and the starting lineups for this Hendricks County rivalry. Plainfield and Danville, it's our regular season finale. It's yours next on ISC and My Indy TV.
Hi, I'm Chad Peterman.
And I'm Tyler Peterman.
As the art for all our trucks, we get to see a lot of free furnaces installed in the homes of happy customers.
Because at Peterman Brothers, February is Freebuary.
All month. If you install a qualifying AC system,
then the furnace is free.
Visit PetermanHVAC.com to schedule your free furnace installation.
And we'll see you soon.
What do you think, Tyler? Was it a good idea to put our faces on the vehicles?
Yeah, I like it. As long as they don't start talking or something.
Wabash has the lead for the first time today. So that was going to be a highlight reel.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, you can celebrate after that.
Our national anthem for tonight's contest. Let's now bring you our starting lineups. They are brought to us by Franciscan Sports Medicine. If joint or muscle pain has you on the sideline, Franciscan Health orthopedic and sports medicine specialist get the huddle to help you find the right game plan. Visit franciscanhealth.org/sports training for more information. For Brian Barber's Danville Warriors, it's his top 5 scorers. Evan Lawrence, Jay Scrafton, Elijah Tricker, Zach Waits, Lucas McMahon. Again, the key for this Danville team, Jan, they did not have a single senior last year. Even with that, they went 18-8 and won a sectional a year ago.
Yeah, and this is the team they thought that when they became seniors would have a great shot, and they certainly do. They've had a great season with just 2 losses, tons of momentum, and realize again, they're just 3A, Plainfield 4A.
Evan Lawrence, the young man you saw last, his future is in football.
Right.
Will play for Kurt Signetti at Indiana University next year. Now for the Plainfield Quakers, there is Noah Smith. We had the pleasure of catching up with his wonderful dad,
Yes.
Angelo, before the game. You know Angelo from his days playing with your son at AAU basketball. I know his father, Lowe, as we would call him, days of playing at IUPUI. Harper Baker Lands, again, he too is a top-end recruit as well as a freshman. The rest, seniors. Caden Vanderbush, Colin Schmidt, and Eli Ellis round out the 5-man starting crew tonight for the Plainfield Quakers. Let's also reference our other team on the floor. That would be tonight's officials. Tonight's officials are brought to us by Andrew Prince Realty. Whether it's buying, selling, rent, or even investing when it comes to real estate, Andrew Prince with Century 21 Sheets is here to help. 317-883-7575 or PrinceRealtyIndy.com. Great crew for this regular season finale. We got Matt Weldy, Mike Grunman, and Rob Fulkerson handling all the action tonight. Final thoughts, Jan, before our regular season about to conclude.
Greg, I think you said it right. I think both teams wanted to get a controlled pace, but they like to score 64 plus, and I think they want to push a little bit tonight and get that score up a little bit.
A place we frankly don't get to enough. Hello to all of you in southeastern Hendricks County. Thanks for welcoming us here and into your homes this evening on ISC and My Indy TV. Good crowd as we expected for this one. Schmidt tipped away by Scrafton. Schmidt will play at IU South Bend next year. He is the leading scorer for the Quakers at 15 points a game.
I really think that Plainfield, we got a great crowd here tonight. They'd love to get this huge crowd going and get things going early.
Well, this is a team that really struggled for a number of years. That has changed under Andy Weaver. 8th consecutive winning season 3 years ago. The kind of year after COVID, Plainfield made the regional final. Was their first 4A sectional championship. Here's Scrafton down the lane, off the window, nobody's fouled. Colin Schmidt called for the foul, and 2 free throws coming up for Jace Scrafton.
Well, I've said it all year long. I've seen him about 3 different times. I just love his game. He's advanced as a junior. He'll be big time as a senior. And I just love the way he's always looking to get to the rim. He has great length and good hands.
Scrafton to the line and misses. He is a 73% free throw shooter. Again, good size on this Danville ball club. They start 6'3", 6'6", and 6'7". Again, it is certainly possible they can make a deep run in March. They have won sectionals at the 3A level in 5 of the last 7 years. Little zone look here by Danville. That is not a surprise. But Baker Lands, that's way too easy.
Yeah.
Splits that zone and scores easily from 10 feet away.
Well, what was so great about that was recognition. He split that guard and just got a nice 15-footer.
Scrafton on the attack, tries to go right back at him and misses. Schmidt the rebound. And this is the 4th and final game against 4A competition for Danville this year. They beat Harrison by 2, and that will be a conference game for them in the very near future. Rebound by Schmidt off the Smith miss. Colin Schmidt the bucket.
Well, if they can add to that total, I talked about that in the opening, Greg. If they can add to the rebound total, that's going to put them right where they need to be.
To finish that thought, there was even some news today in terms of the high school realignment front. Scrafton turns down the shot. Danville's going to remain in the Sagamore Conference, but 5 teams elected to leave that league, effective for 25-26, as Lawrence misses and 1 and done. Here's Ellis, who will play at DePaul University. foul called against Danville and 2 free throws coming up. Well, to pay off the story, Danville, Lebanon, Tri-West, as you see the replay here, will be joined in the Sagamore, and I'm sure by others, but by Harrison and McCutcheon for the 25-26 season. The 5 teams that are leaving the Sagamore, see if I can do this party trick without looking at notes. Frankfort, Southmont, North Montgomery, Crawfordsville, Western Boone. How about that?
I was disappointed if you looked at notes, Greg.
It's like a pairing show or something this weekend. Joined by Cascade, North Putnam, and Greencastle, and that conference has been named the Monon Athletic Conference.
I like it.
Me too. Starts in 25-26.
Hey, Plainfield off to a pretty good start here, 6-1, and right now they're splitting that zone.
Lawrence lost the handle. First turnover for either team tonight. And again, it's in one sense kind of a house money game for Danville, but this is a chance. Again, this is going to look like what the top end of 3A would look like. And right now it looks pretty good for the home team as Schmidt connects from 3. That is not a typo, Jan. He is a 49% three-point shooter.
Get him the ball. You shoot 49 behind the arc, get him the ball.
Tricker fouled, and Elijah Tricker will shoot 2.
What I love about Plainfield is they're shooters and they're always looking to shoot. So they get just enough room and they'll put 4 to 5 shooters out there at all time.
So Tricker, a 66% free throw shooter, goes to the line. Tonight's game brought to us by Ertl & Company, a locally owned health insurance broker. We partner with Indiana businesses to control medical insurance costs. Our physician-led medical team travels directly to your business with the mission of delivering preventative care, chronic disease management, and weight management. Contact Ertl & Company, 317-577-2777.
Well, a big part of Danville's game is getting to the free throw line. They get there about 15 times a game. And so the more they can get there, Greg, the better it is.
Danville 76th in the Sagarin ratings, and a foul called against Tricker. Plainfield checks in at number 41 in the Sagarin. 14-7 are the Quakers. We saw them play in the Phil Cox Classic in Kokomo, where the Quakers finished 7th. Tell you about the quality of that field. They suffered close losses to Mount Vernon and Warren Central in that event before then beating New Haven.
And they were games that they got out to a huge start and just couldn't finish.
Smith picks up the loose change and scores. 4 different players have scored for the Quakers. Owen Collier in there now for Danville.
Well, Plainfield's really balanced, 3 in double figures, but they got 5 guys, Greg, who can score.
Lawrence fires from 16, left that one short. And the shots have come quickly for Danville. There have not been second opportunities, and they have yet to make a field goal. And only a slightly different starting lineup for Plainfield, with Vanderbush getting the nod. Normally he comes off the bench for Coach Weaver's squad. He'll play at Eastern Michigan next year. Harper Baker Lands missed that one short. Lawrence with the rebound, and probably as the center dribbled that for a little bit too long, but got bailed out by the foul by the freshman guard for Plainfield.
Well, Danville's had some decent shots. It just seems to me their offense is just a little slow right now. Not getting a quick ball reversal. The shots have not been bad, but I've seen their half-court move a lot better than it is right now.
Good inside-out extra pass. Tricker by his lonesome lays it up and in.
Beautiful passing right there, and they're as good as anybody when they're moving the ball.
Again, 16 assists to basketball game. Ellis fires from 21.
There you go. That's just Plainfield basketball right there. That's when they're at their best.
38% from three-point range is Eli, who will head just down the road to play at DePaul University. Collier off the window, left it short. I think that was touched left by Scrafton. Yep, out of bounds to Plainfield. We'll see Landon Gilliott and Colton East check in for the Quakers. Gilliott a sophomore, East a junior. Both right around 3 points a basketball game for Plainfield.
Tempo a little slower than I thought it might be. Plainfield wants to push. Danville seems to be just a little more methodic in the half court.
Smith fires the baseline, missed it. Rebound, Vanderbush. Ellis, good hands by Tricker. Great hustle by Ellis. And then I think, well, Lawrence comes up a bit unhappy about something down there on the pile.
a football tackle against a basketball guard. That's not a good feel. The tackle's on top of you.
Well, I believe it's simply going to be a jump ball and the arrow the other direction. Or is it going to be a foul?
And we got a lot of bodies going after the ball, and here comes big number 50, and that hurts.
Yeah, that's a foul against Lawrence. So Lawrence will sit, Tricker will sit. Lucas McMahon comes back in, Stephen Webb returns. Arbonitis in for the first time for Plainfield.
Plainfield's one good shot away from making this a double-digit lead.
Ellis from 22.
Yes, sir. Man, that is so pretty. Talked about his shooter's game. They're super comfortable everywhere, but more specifically right here in their home arena.
17-5. Quakers off to a fantastic start.
Yes, I tell people, listen, when you're scoring, you don't have to worry about rebounding, right?
That's right. They're going in. Offensive rebounding goes by the wayside.
It does.
Tricker will check back in next. Stoppage 3 in the corner
That's
by
a nice
Waits
shot.
is good.
It's good to see them get going from outside.
Zach is a 45% three-point shooter. Heat check for
baby.
Ellis on senior night.
And when he gets hot, look out, getting the ball. They're red hot right now.
His third made 3 of the game.
Nothing prettier in basketball than shooters wanting the ball. Other than a great pass, I don't mind add.
20 points in the opening 6 minutes here for the Quakers. Again, they average 65 a game. Good drive, and Dish McMahon answers.
There's that inside-outside, Greg.
Well, it took a little while for Danville to get warmed up, but now they're trying to match. Just got to find some stops. That will not be one of them. McMahon will get dinged for the foul. McMahon 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists a game for the Warriors.
I think Danville kind of shifted that lineup, obviously, to match the quickness a little bit. Plainfield is a really quick ball club, and you got to be with those guards because and he shot 2 from 20-plus feet, so you got to be able to get out there in a hurry on him.
Trey Barton is in there. It's about the end of the Plainfield rotation, about 9 guys. Caden Collins is getting some extra run as well here for Danville. Collins getting just his 5th game played this season. Averages 4.5 points a contest is Collins. Arbonitis.
Nice pass.
Good basket cuts.
That is gorgeous. Patience and great passing for Plainfield.
Colton East gets the basket. Tricker pulls and scores. Well, the offensive part being figured out by Danville, it's getting stops that seems to be the problem. As evidenced by that look at the basket. East again.
I just don't think Danville's going to play this 2-3 zone much longer. Plainfield just too quick. They're doing everything you're supposed to do against the zone.
Good looking drive by Collins, so Collins gets the basket.
And it is good to see now Danville all of a sudden getting to the rim.
Plainfield may be on pace to hang 100 at this point.
They are playing very well. You just kind of felt like this might be a shooter's night.
Stepping into a 3, that does not go, and that's going to be a foul as East was the first to get there. See if this will be 2 free throws here. And it will be. That's the 15th foul. Scrafton, the guilty party, his 2nd foul. So free throws ahead for Colton East. Tonight's game presented in part by Nathan Begley of Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Communication is part of the basketball court, just like in life. That's why Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, Nathan Begley, wants to get to know his clients, whether it's auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance. Nathan will listen to you and help create an insurance plan to match your needs. Call Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance agent Nathan Begley, 317-507-7871, or stop by his office in Avon.
Well, you always want to get off to a good start at home, and clearly that kind of just jump-started Plainfield to this 26-point first period.
East averages 3.5 points a game. He has 6 in about 4 minutes of play. See if Danville wants to hold for one, or they'll take the next open look. I think it's going to be the former. Danville will have the ball to start quarter number 2 as well. Tricker backs his way down. Nice delivery. Webb, the benefactor.
That's what happens when you get in the paint.
Look ahead pass in time.
Got it.
That goes to
Got it.
East with 8. The assist to Baker Lands. And Plainfield puts up 28 in the first 8 minutes. Again, the dime at one end, but the great recognition at the other by Plainfield. Quakers lead by 11 on ISC and my Indy TV.
At Ertl & Company, we're a health insurance broker that puts wellness first. That's why our physician-led medical team travels directly to you. Preventive care, chronic disease management, and weight management all help your business save money on health insurance. Our experienced team is focused on improving your entire organization's health. That's why our clients report that 80% of their employees end up working with our care team. Contact Ertl & Company for a free consultation. Email us at info@ertlandcompany.com or give us a call with the number on your screen. Ertl & Company, your benefit partner.
Has it, leaps ahead, still on his feet. Stevens lunges. Are you kidding me? Champions of Marion County. Unbelievable. Touchdown.
Living up to that last name.
Wabash has the lead for the first time today.
Said that was going to be a highlight reel.
Oh, baby. Yeah, you can celebrate after that.
Let's take this chance to thank our tremendous ISC Sports Network crew. Thanks to Rob Lynch, Chase Eisnagel, Alex Laverne, Jordan Shue, and Vince Morales. And our regular season finale for our Indianapolis crew on ISC. Waits a triple, and, defense might be optional in this game at this point. 28-20.
That's a good sign for Danville to start getting that three going, open it up a little more inside.
Ellis somehow finds Baker Lands. He connects as well. Make that three-pointer number 5 made by Plainfield.
Well, they hit about 7 a game, and they're on a course to hit a lot more than that. Now we're going. Here's my shooter's
And
Greg.
Waits went right back at him. 31-23. No. The folks at Plainfield in their tweet this afternoon said, we think this might be one of the best games in Central Indiana tonight.
No question.
I would tend to agree with the way this one has unfolded so far.
I've been super pumped about this game.
Ellis.
Oh, baby.
Danville, I remember we were at Danville maybe 2 years ago when Avon hit 18 threes against them in the season finale. They've changed the opponent for their last game of the season as Vanderbush got tangled up with Lawrence and commits the foul. But Danville may be having memories of that night, the way Plainfield is shooting it here.
It looks like Lawrence may have twisted his ankle. I really like he posted strong. They got him the ball, but boy, he is shaking up a little bit. Let's hope that's okay.
So he'll have a seat as Webb comes in to replace him, and Danville gets much smaller when that is the case.
He is just a difference maker with his size, and then great when he posts hard. He's tough to guard, especially if you play behind him.
A moving screen was called against Tricker, which is his second foul, second Danville turnover, and Elijah probably lucky to get a technical foul because the referee that made that call was about ready to give him another foul, but kind of give him a moment to breathe.
Oh, that's pretty.
Ellis.
He's feeling it. You can just tell by his body language, give me the ball.
5 threes for Eli Ellis.
Wow.
A senior night. Remember, we ain't even to halftime yet. 37-23.
I love it when offenses put pressure on offenses.
Webb, no. Good look that wouldn't go. A rare missed shot for either team. Smith.
Oh, no.
He had a well put together dunk.
Yes, he did.
On Franklin on Tuesday night.
That would have brought the house down.
Mike Baker Lands got the block. And now we'll stop because.
Oh, no, he's hurt.
Yeah, Smith came up a little bit gimpy at the end of that one. So, trainer wanted to come out and take a look at.
Didn't see what happened.
Smith immediately.
He didn't quite get his feet in the correct position that he wanted to go out and slam that baby home. So I don't know if he came down awkwardly or what.
Noah just a sophomore, but even though Plainfield had the advantage there, play was stopped immediately as Danville was playing 5-on-4.
Well, that's good news, but he's clearly in a little bit of pain. Let's see if perhaps he can walk it off. Let's take a look here. Going up for the dunk, just got outside, and the defender kind of made him hesitate. And I think he just comes down a little awkwardly.
So Smith at the end of the bench. Get checked on. Smith seems to think he's fine, which is wonderful to see. Lawrence at the kind of proper end of the bench right now for Danville, but we'll see him again soon. That three by Schmidt does not go, and Webb the rebound for Danville.
Plainfield runs a really high ball screen and then reverses a guy around him, and they really get open with that three off that.
Good take by Tricker. He's got 8. Again, Tricker, just a sophomore, was the starting point guard from day one last year.
And he's one of the better sophomores, too. Really good with the ball, Greg.
11 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists a game for Tricker. Good drive by Ellis. Dishes, shot blocked, then a foul. Schmidt will shoot 2.
Probably should have went straight up. Nice extra passes there.
So Scrafton the foul and picks up his 3rd.
Plainfield really does a good job of just being unselfish, too unselfish sometimes.
I thought that Lawrence was at kind of the edge of the bench next to the coaching staff for Danville. He's not. He may be back in the locker room. So Collier comes on, Scrafton out of scene, and now Danville goes really small here. Schmidt missed from the free throw line, which is rare. He's an 81% free throw shooter. And Schmidt will play at IU South Bend next year at the NAI level. Missed them both. So chance for Danville to get this back underneath single digits with a potential 3-point shot.
Well, Danville's offense has been much better here in this second period of play. It's just Plainfield got off to that just amazing start. So Danville's going to have to get some stops defensively to get back in this thing.
And for Plainfield, as soon as this game is over with, attention will quickly turn to Brownsburg. Brownsburg swept the Quakers last year, including in the sectional championship game. Collier couldn't save it. Ellis has had nothing but 3 so far. He'll take the 2. Ellis has 19 points in tonight's game. Tricker goes right back at him. Was that blocked? I don't think so, no. So not a turnover, but not exactly a good shot by Tricker. The only good news for Danville, Lawrence is back on the bench.
That is good news. Schmidt really comes from the backside and altered that shot, Greg. Really good defense by Plainfield. Danville's they've had moments that they played pretty well. They've got to defensively lock it down a little better.
.28 first quarter points for the Quakers. Baker Lands couldn't add to it there. Good hustle by Tricker to track it down. Tricker is a pretty good soccer player at Danville as well.
Let's go, Quakers, let's go.
Collins the turn and score.
There you go.
Collins with 4. On the drive, blocking foul is called. And that bucket go for Schmidt as well? It did.
It did, and Schmidt is so well under control, Greg, when he dribbles that baseline, has really good length, plays above the rim, but he does so many things, and what I like about it, it just seems like he's always under control.
So Schmidt missed his last 2 free throws. Has missed a 3rd in a row, and again, he's an 81% shooter. Those seemingly the only shots that have not gone down tonight for Plainfield. And they average 65 a game. They've got 41 in 12 minutes. And Ellis, another steal. Heat check. Not that time.
But got the ball caught on his side just a little bit, broke his rhythm. Danville makes some noise.
That'll be a blocking foul. And Tricker will get 2 free throws.
Well, Trickers came in at least, I think, and got this offense moving a little more in the half court.
Danville down by 14. Their 2 leading scorers in Lawrence and Scrafton have scored 1 point. The 2 players we have seen go down with injuries tonight are getting ready to come back in. Lawrence for Danville and Noah Smith for Plainfield. Tonight's game presented in part by Indiana State University, which has since 1865 been graduating the kind of outstanding Sycamores who go on to transform their communities. Tricker with 9. He is 3 of 3 from the line, 66% on the season. Jan, you referenced it kind of in passing, but you've had a chance to see Danville a lot. We have had them on ISC. What has impressed you about Coach Barber's team all year?
Well, they're consistent. They have 3 guys in double figures when they're at their best. It's Lawrence inside, kicking it outside. But typically when they're really playing well, they own the boards too. Plainfield, I think, right now has equalized them. I just think Danville's got to pick the energy up a notch, Greg.
Smith will pull from 15. That does not go. Smith just 2 points so far tonight. He averages 13 and 7 a game. Smith just got a first official offer from Indiana State as a sophomore. Collier, the running one-hander, does not go. Ellis just couldn't kind of find that lane to get it to Barton down the floor. And then throws it away, and that's compounded on the reach-in foul by Vanderbush.
And typically when Danville's rebounding real well, I should say, they're getting transition, and they've not had very much transition in this game at all. They're a team that it can do that, and typically for me, when they're playing well, they get a lot of transition.
And another turnover, just a miscommunication. Barton off the window, got it in a foul. Trey Barton, the sophomore. He becomes the 6th different Quaker of the 9 that have played to score tonight. A little chance for an and one.
Well, Danville's a team that only averages a little over 11 turnovers a game. This is not like Danville. Some of the turnovers are just not Danville. They've got to sharpen up here a little bit.
Barton misses that one. Rare free throw for him. He is now 10 of 13 from the line on the season. It's been all Plainfield so far in this regular season finale. Danville sectional 25 that they're a part of. A lot of familiar foes on that one. Collier as the space opens. We've seen that Collier footwork before, have we not?
Yes, we have. It's in the bloodline, I'd say.
On the drive, Gilliott got it to go.
Well, right now, Plainfield just owning at the rim. That's uncharacteristic defensively for Danville as well, Greg. Typically, they do a pretty good job of guarding the paint.
Gilliott, 3.5 points a game. Collier looking to go to work again. And he got fouled. Nope, jump ball is the call. Turnover. 6th Danville turnover. They turn it over an average of 12 times a game. And this is a step up in competition for Danville tonight. Undefeated against all 3A and lower teams they have played this year. And frankly, most of those have been by double digits. As you kind of scan the schedule for Danville, they have not been in that many truly competitive games.
That's exactly right.
Over the back half of the season. Smith lays that up and in.
Wow, the quickness of Plainfield right now is taking its toll on Danville. They were hitting outside. Now all of a sudden they're hitting at the rim nonstop.
This time the possession arrow will keep it in favor of Danville.
But when you're hitting from outside like that, you got to pick your poison. What are you going to stop? If you bring everybody out, Greg, to stop that three, guess what that does? It opens it up from inside. And Plainfield doing a really good job of recognizing what Danville's allowing.
This Danville team, again, they'll be the favorite in their sectional. Tri-West, the team close to them record-wise, as Lawrence misses a bunny, but then goes and gets it. Wave off the shot, but was fouled in getting the rebound. And I think that will be on the floor. Yep, 4th team foul against Plainfield. Tri-West in their sectional 16-5, but Danville has beaten Tri-West twice by 15 and 12 respectively. Monrovia is the only other team at 500. Collier, a deep 2.
Collier's got going now. He's helping them out offensively. That's good to see.
0-4 points a game is what he averages. 4 is what he's got here in the first half. Smith barely has to leave the floor on that jump shot and missed it. Steal and a takeaway. 7th Danville turnover. Barton kind of off the wrong foot, got it to go.
Oh no! You know it's your night when you're getting those, Greg.
That kind of night for the Quakers.
It has been.
They lead by 16. Down the lane. That does not go, but rebound is good for Lucas McMahon. This will not be a defensive clinic, as evidenced by that, as Ellis turns and scores at the other end.
Wow, half to 100 right now.
Plainfield's most points in a game this season. Shot was blocked by Vanderbush. Then Smith got fouled by Lawrence, which should lead to free throws at the other end on the 15th foul. But the most points that Plainfield scored in a game this season was 2 nights ago when they beat a really good Franklin team by 15 to knock Franklin from the ranks of the unbeaten in the Mid-State Conference.
Yeah, that's a big win. Franklin 15-4. They've been playing very well. That's a big-time win for Plainfield.
Tonight's game presented in part by York Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. You can find excellent vehicle deals and quality service with a state-of-the-art facility at York Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Plainfield. Been serving the area around Indianapolis for 18 years. Looking forward to being here for many more. Find your favorite models, including the Jeep Grand Cherokee, Jeep Wrangler, Chrysler Pacifica, and Ram. Only thing that Plainfield has not done well tonight is shoot free throws.
And that's something they typically do really well. They'd be at 60, they hit those.
You can live with that when you're up by 17.
You don't worry about it when you have 52 on the board at halftime. The key for Plainfield, though, will be to keep their foot on the gas because Danville has come back. They'll regroup.
Quakers will have the ball to start the third quarter. Collier, deep three, nope, and the three-quarter court heave will also come up short. We've had a lot of finals this year that have been like 52-35. We got 16 minutes of basketball left to go. Regular season finale for each of these two teams. Quakers look the part right now, looking for win number 15 in the campaign. They lead Danville, number 1 in 3A, 52-35. Halftime show next on ISC and My Indy TV.
At Forum Credit Union, our small business professionals work with local companies to help them prosper. We know that running a small business is more than a full-time job, and our services give you the guidance and support your business needs. Visit forumcu.com to see how.
Have you been injured at work? Visit your work injury lawyers at indianaworkers.com. We help injured workers. For a free consultation, go to indianaworkers.com, a division of Galitko and Daly. We go to work when you can't.
Shot at the buzzer. She got it! Oh my goodness, what a shot!
Hello!
Did it again.
Hello!
Made the highlight reel again. That goes to Metzer and all kinds of room to run. Down the middle of the field, and he will not be touched. Jackson, hello!
There we go. Stokes throws it, caught, ball ricochets.
Wow.
A huge hit.
Wow. This has been an amazing display of goal scoring.
Halftime hoop shoot here at Plainfield. Again, thanks to Tori Rodkey, Tyler Bless, and the rest of the athletic staff at Plainfield for being so kind to us to welcome us here for our regular season finale. Alongside Jan Bozier, Greg Regstrong with him. This is the only thing that might bring down the Quakers' shooting percentage is the kids shooting halftime because the varsity kids seemingly made everything they were taking. Eli Ellis with 21. 17-point Plainfield lead at halftime.
You know, what's really interesting, normally Danville at 35 at halftime, they'd be super happy about that. They're a team that only puts up around 62, 64 a game, so normally 35 is fine. 52 is the issue tonight for Danville.
Obviously, you're worried about overall defense if you're Danville, but Evan Lawrence did not score, your top scorer. Jay Scrapton had 1 point, had 3 fouls. If you can find some defense, if you're Danville, you're still in it, but this could also get away just as quickly.
Well, the other point is they tried to play the zone. They just didn't feel like they could match up, I don't think, with the quickness of Plainfield. And so if they go man-to-man, I don't know, but I'm not sure they can stay in that zone much longer.
Don't mess the robotics kids. They might fire that T-shirt cannon directly at you. We'll take this break. More halftime show comes your way next. In fact, it's Wabash College Trivia when we return to Plainfield. Quakers lead by 17 on ISC and My Indy TV.
Hi, I'm Chad Peterman.
And I'm Tyler Peterman.
As the art for all our trucks, we get to see a lot of free furnaces installed in the homes of happy customers.
Because at Peterman Brothers, February is Freebuary.
All month. If you install a qualifying AC system,
then the furnace is free.
Visit PetermanHVAC.com to schedule your free furnace installation.
And we'll see you soon.
What do you think, Tyler? Was it a good idea to put our faces on the vehicles?
Yeah, I like it. As long as they don't start talking or something.
It's the President's Day sales event at York Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Plainfield. Maximize your savings during our inflation relief sale. Largest inventory, lowest prices. New Jeep Compass as low as $269 per month. New Ram 1500 as low as $369 per month. Or step up to a Ram Heavy Duty, up to 10% off MSRP. Get a York deal at YorkCDJRPlainfield.com.
We're not number one.
You are.
You're number one at York.
Hey there, I'm Jake Query.
And I'm Derek Schultz.
Derek, do you know what we do not have in common with Ted Lasso?
What's that, Jake?
We made it beyond 3 seasons.
Oh, we're going to make it like 30, 40, 50 seasons. As long as your heart holds out, that is. Query and Schultz every Tuesday night. You can watch it right here on the IHSAA Sports Network, on our YouTube channel, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, X, podcast, whatever it is. Just call it whatever you want.
Twitter doesn't exist.
Just make sure Tuesday nights, Query and Schultz, 7:30, all season long right here on the IHSAA Sports Network.
We outlasted Twitter.
We did.
Back inside the gymnasium at Plainfield, and, well, good luck, parents, after those 2 liters are consumed for the remainder of the evening. That's not our problem. What is Jan's problem is not a problem at all, is knowing Wabash College trivia.
That's right.
Wabash claimed the NCAC regular season title on Saturday, the winner against the College of Wooster, to finish league play at 13-3. Little Giants joined the league in 1999. How many previous times before this year had the LGs won the regular season title? Jan is the answer. None. 1, 3, or 5.
I'm going to say 3, Greg.
Well, their total now is 2, so the answer is actually 1. Little Giants were also regular season champs 2 years ago, on their way to the D3 Final Four in Fort Wayne. The Little Giants beat Kenyon on Tuesday. They will host the semifinals and championship games the next 2 nights at the historic Chadwick Court. Good luck, Wabash College, in going back to the NCAA tournament for a 3rd year in a row.
You know, the good news is I keep my streak alive, and I'm all about the streaks, Greg. This just happens to be on the wrong side.
You know, if they keep trotting you out, you must be a pretty good starting pitcher, even if you get the loss. Wabash, thank you for your support all season long. We'll take this quick timeout and come back with first half highlights and second half thoughts. Plainfield 52, Danville 35. You're watching on ISC and My Indy TV.
Want lightning fast internet speeds? Choose Endeavor. Go from slow to whoa. From last to fast. And wait to great. Endeavor Communications is bringing the fastest internet speed in Indiana to your town. So you can download huge files in a flash. Stream videos at blazing speeds. And game online faster than you thought possible. Think fast and contact Endeavor Communications today at join.weendeavor.com.
Hey there, I'm Jake Query.
And I'm Derek Schultz.
Derek, do you know what we do not have in common with Ted Lasso?
What's that, Jake?
We made it beyond 3 seasons.
Oh, we're going to make it like 30, 40, 50 seasons. As long as your heart holds out, that is. Query and Schultz every Tuesday night. You can watch it right here on the IHSAA Sports Network, on our YouTube channel, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, X, podcast, whatever it is. Just call it whatever you want.
Twitter doesn't exist.
Just make sure Tuesday nights, Query and Schultz, 7:30, all season long right here on the IHSAA Sports Network.
We outlasted Twitter.
We did.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
As the highlights fly by, let me tell you, there's going to be a lot of three-pointers, a lot of made jump shots in this game. Plainfield leads Danville 52-35 at the break. Ellis 21, East 8, Schmidt 7, Smith Bakerlands 5, Barton 4, Gilliott 2 for Plainfield. For Danville, Tricker 10, Waits 9, McMahon 5, Collier 4, Collins 4, Webb 2, Scrafton 1. Simply put, Jan, whoever finds a little more defense going to win this game in the second half.
Yeah, I tell you, and I think Danville's got to find another layer of energy. While it wasn't bad, I've seen them play a little harder than they play. And key, got to get off to a good start. Get off to a good start, and the best way to get in a game, back into a game like this is get to the free throw line. That stops the clock, and you get some points.
Danville's got to pick up the defensive energy, but they also got to do it without fouling. Lawrence 2 fouls, Tricker 2 fouls, and Scrafton has 3. 52-35, Plainfield looking for win at number 15. Danville, the number 1 team in 3A, trying to avoid just their 3rd loss of the season. All of them, though, have been to their larger rivals elsewhere in Hendricks County. Previous 2 both came to Avon. 3rd quarter action comes your way next on ISC and My Indy TV.
At Forum Credit Union, we know strong communities invest in education. That's why the Forum Foundation has given over $800,000 to local educators and students pursuing their collegiate dreams. Learn how Forum gives back at forumcu.com.
Have you been injured at work? Visit your work injury lawyers at indianaworkers.com. We help injured workers. For a free consultation, go to indianaworkers.com, a division of Galitko and Daly. We go to work when you can't.
It's the President's Day sales event at York Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Plainfield. Maximize your savings during our inflation relief sale. Largest inventory, lowest prices. New Jeep Compass as low as $269 per month. New Ram 1500 as low as $369 per month. Or step up to a Ram Heavy Duty, up to 10% off MSRP. Get a York deal at YorkCDJRPlainfield.com.
We're not number 1.
You are.
You're number 1 at York.
Hey there, I'm Jake Query.
And I'm Derek Schultz.
Derek, do you know what we do not have in common with Ted Lasso?
What's that, Jake?
We made it beyond 3 seasons.
Oh, we're going to make it like 30, 40, 50 seasons. As long as your heart holds out, that is. Query and Schultz every Tuesday night. You can watch it right here on the ISC Sports Network, on our YouTube channel, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, X, podcast, whatever it is. Just call it whatever you want.
Twitter doesn't exist.
Just make sure Tuesday nights, Query and Schultz, 7:30, all season long right here on the ISC Sports Network.
We outlasted Twitter.
We did.
Leaps ahead, still on his feet. Stevens lunges. Are you kidding me? Champions of Marion County. Unbelievable. Touchdown.
Living up to that last name.
Wabash has the lead for the first time today.
Said that was going to be a highlight reel.
Oh, baby. Yeah, you can celebrate after that.
They're going to need more threes at that end for Plainfield. Part of the top end of the student section here at this great facility. Greg Rakestraw, Jan Bozier with you. Danville heads to sectional 25 and 3A next week. Plainfield heads to sectional 12, which this year is in Terre Haute. Avon, Brownsburg, Plainfield, Terre Haute South, Terre Haute North. The current configuration. 5 teams in that sectional. 17-point lead for Plainfield with the ball. On the drive, Ellis.
Boy, he's played well, to say the least.
To the Ellis family, digital downloads available when you log on to ISCSportsNetwork.com. I think you want to commemorate this one. He's got 23. And we just started the 3rd quarter. Scrafton catch and shoot, no. And Vanderbush the rebound. Vanderbush steps into one from 18, got it.
Well, that's just ball movement. Dribble drive to the lane, defense collapse, kick outside, nice shot.
He's going to head to Eastern Michigan and go play for former Wabash College head coach Chris Creighton. At EMU, you'll have to get used to that gray turf up in Ypsilanti. Scrafton 3, no, just not been his night. But Lawrence kind of got nudged out of the way that time. The McMahon got fouled on the way up, and Lucas McMahon will shoot 2.
Well, Danville had pretty good inside position that time, checking out. You know, one of the things Plainfield, and you and I just talked about this, is don't take your foot off the gas. They really want to come out and finish what they started with the same energy, and so far so good.
McMahon connects in the line. Let's thank our friends at Franciscan Sports Medicine. If Jordan Muscle Pain has you on the sideline, Franciscan Health's orthopedic and sports medicine specialist in the huddle to help you find the right game plan. Visit franciscanhealth.org/sports training for more information. McMahon makes them both. He is a 70% free throw shooter. Took a while for Danville to get started. Their offense has not been the problem. It's been find a way to stop Plainfield. Schmidt, no. That is a rare empty possession for the Quakers.
Now let's see if Danville can get something here, get back in this thing.
Waits barely grazes the rim. He did make 3 threes in the first half. Just left that one short. Ellis, I think he can shoot it from the parking lot. Doesn't matter tonight, it's going in. Ellis with 25. He averages 13.5 a game. Steal by Ellis.
Well, he's just playing at both ends of the court, too. That's what I like.
Smith, no. And Scrafton the rebound. Trailer 3 for Tricker. Turns it down. Good find to McMahon.
Nice pass.
Well, Elijah at 5'9" said, you know what? Instead of me taking a 3 over a 6'8" player, how about I find a layup for a teammate? And Tricker, over 5 assists a game, picks up another one.
Well, and Danville, you've said it over and over, is scoring okay, but they've got to stop this. It's just shot after shot now at the rim, and if it's not that, it's a shot outside.
Ellis takes a bump, and again, Plainfield's a tough team to guard.
Yes.
They've got length, they've got good shooters.
And great quickness, and I think enough's not said about how quick they are, especially on the offensive half court.
And they've got a tough road to hoe in their sectional, but there's a path there as Scrafton misses yet again. Smith the rebound. And they got to beat Brownsburg, they have to beat Terre Haute North, and then they could see Avon, who has already beaten them this year. Smith. Loose ball finds him, and he finds a bucket. Noah's got 7.
I thought it may be tough here on Plainfield's home court. I don't think I was expecting this, though.
Lawrence, late call, but probably the right one. Evan will shoot 2.
Well, he went up well, but then he had to go back to his right hand, didn't use that left, and just didn't have a great angle on it, but he got fouled.
So Lawrence, a 67% shooter, will go to the free throw line. Tonight's game presented in part by Galitko and Daly. Turn to experienced lawyers for help at Galitko and Daly PC. Our passionate goal is to bring the power of the law to meet the needs of the injured and those that have suffered medical harm. Learn more at IndianaWorkers.com and IndyMalpractice.com. Lawrence makes them both. But Danville has just been unable to make a dent in this Plainfield lead. It's been double digits since the end of the first quarter.
Well, you talked about how well they played at Franklin, and they did play well, shot the ball well, and they're just carrying that game over right into this. And if they can continue to play like they have, that's a ton of momentum going in against Brownsburg.
Yeah, to put it in perspective, is that shot is good by Schmidt for 3. Franklin's a potential semi-state team.
Yeah.
Kind of their path, the way it shapes up. And
that's a big win.
Thumped them here on Tuesday night, won by 15.
Huge win, and that's what you want. You want to be hot going into tournament time, and clearly right now Plainfield is.
Waits, turns down the pass, takes the shot, his second miss of the half. Great feed, Smith.
Yes, sir.
Puts that one down. Noah's got 9.
That'll make Dad proud.
I looked over there. Lowe's playing that one cool, like he usually does. Seeing it off to our right. Tricker pulls from 18, and things are starting to unravel a bit for Danville. Smith from 15, no. Good rebound by Lawrence. Now can Tricker win the foot race? The answer is he does. Elijah Tricker's got 12.
This young man has played with some energy. You know, I've kind of criticized the rest of the team a little bit, but he's not one of them. He's played pretty hard the whole game.
We may officially be in open gym territory at this point in time as Baker Lands connects on his second made 3. It is a 25-point game. Lawrence lost the handle. 9th Danville turnover. Baker Lands throws it up top. Schmidt couldn't save it. A rare Plainfield turnover. And the 4 players that normally see time off the bench just entered for Plainfield. Gilliott, East, Bart, Arvanitis all check in.
I'd say that was a pretty good outing so far. We'll see him again, I'm sure. But getting some more players some time. Wow, what a start for Plainfield. You're talking about getting off to a good start. And then some.
McMahon. No, but there's Lawrence. Missed it. Just has not been in rhythm all night long. Nice no-look pass, but Plainfield turns it over. Caden Collins will check back in for Danville. Danville opens with Western Boone Stars, just 3-18. Winner of that gets Crawfordsville, who is 7-13. So safe to say Danville got a relatively favorable draw.
Yes, they did.
In sectional 25, and again, you think likely Tri-West is the team that would await them in the championship game at Lebanon.
You know, so often, Greg, we talk about tempo. A lot of the times it's key to the game, and Plainfield has a certain tempo that they just get a comfort zone in, and they have found it tonight. They are in the tempo, not always fast, but it's a tempo that's right in their comfort zone.
Lawrence gets his first field goal of the game. He's got just 4 points. But the sands of the hourglass flew through pretty quickly here in quarter number 3. We're down to less than 2 to play in the quarter, and Plainfield's lead has bumped up from 17 to 23. And again, you wonder if at some point for Danville, is it white flag time and on to Tuesday?
It might be.
Schmidt got it. You might give your seniors a bit more run if you're Plainfield in the fourth quarters because it's their last game in this building, but the outcome of this one may be decided.
It's kind of that situation where Danville has just never came out of that 2-3 zone, and Plainfield has just shot the lights out right over the top. You want to get a team out of the zone, shoot the ball well, and Plainfield has, but I just don't think Danville feels like they can match up with the quickness.
Vanderbush will check back in for Plainfield. Owen Collier for Danville. Danville ran the table in the Sagamore Conference this year, finished 7-0. They wrapped up that championship by beating Crawfordsville on Friday night. Arvanitis for 3. No. And jump ball is the call, which will point it back to Danville.
We've seen the Brownsburg head coach to our far right over here. He's gotten his eyes wide open tonight. That's going to be a well of a game, Greg.
And again, it's unique that those two don't play each other.
That is unique.
They almost kind of say, listen, we'll see in the Hendricks County tournament at some point. Didn't happen this year. Brownsburg, Avon, Plainfield are all on the same side of the draw. Avon knocked off Brownsburg in the first night. Then Avon came here and beat Plainfield on a buzzer beater, and then hammered Danville in the championship game. Barton to steal, and will lay it up and in.
Quickness, and more quickness. And they've been relentless going after the ball. Well coached, for sure.
It was a 27-point loss when Danville was beaten by Avon in the Hendricks County tournament final that we covered on MyIndy TV. The margin is the exact same right now. As we said earlier, this level of competition, Danville might see that from a team or two, maybe, in the 3A tournament. Tricker on the drive, got it.
He's played well.
Tricker with 14.
We've highlighted him multiple times, Greg, and he deserves to have some recognition because he is someone who's had a pretty good game.
On senior night, it has been all Plainfield this evening. Quakers lead it by 25 with 8 minutes left to go. Fourth quarter comes your way next on ISC and MyIndy TV.
Never let the world dictate who you are, what your why is. Failure isn't possible as long as you believe in your why. This adventure is yours. Create it. Make it yours. Make it powerful. Make it count. Create your own adventure. S-V-I-D.
Living up to that last name. Wabash has the lead for the first time today. So that was going to be a highlight reel.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, you can celebrate after that.
Thank you, Rob Lynch, Chase Eisnagel, Alex Laverne, Jordan Shube, and Vince Morales. Alongside Jan Bozier, Greg Rakestraw. Our regular season finale on ISC and My Indy TV next week. Those of you watching on TV 23, you'll get 3 nights of sectional hoops from Lawrence North. Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. We'll also have the regionals played at Southport on Saturday, March 9th.
Well, you and I will have some pretty good games this coming Saturday.
Absolutely. IHSAA state finals, girls basketball, Barton, no. I'll have the pleasure of doing the 1A and 2A games on television. Jan will have me my television partner for the 2A game. He'll do radio for the 3A contest between Gibson Southern and Norwell. Of course, Gibson Southern beat Danville in the semi-state championship last week. Arvanitis misses. Rebound, Tricker. Tricker. Blocking foul. I think they will give him the basket, I think. Yep. So the and one for Elijah Tricker. Tricker has been the bright spot for Danville tonight.
Yeah, he really has. He's been active. Another really good move there, and he, for me, has been a big bright spot for Danville.
He's got 17.
Watch out Plainfield shooters when they spread the floor. Good spacing. Their hands are ready to shoot the ball.
That shot is made by Colton East. East off the bench with 10.
Look out.
Blocking foul is called. And guys are normally starters for Plainfield to come back in. This is based to kind of give them another, my guess is about 2 minutes of run tonight, and then they're done. Kind of also gives your seniors a chance for a bit of a curtain call. Vanderbush will stay on the floor. Again, there's 3 seniors, Schmidt, Ellis, and Vanderbush, the 3 seniors for Coach Weaver's team. Andy in his 12th year at Plainfield, 30th year coaching overall. Successful stops at Pioneer and Western for coming to Plainfield. Mentioned this earlier, 8th consecutive winning season for the Quakers. Webb, the and one.
You've talked about this Terre Haute sectional, and boy, it is going to be a tough one. You're looking at Brownsburg, and then North is 20-3. They've had a really good season.
Now again, they don't play just because of where they are the best schedule.
But still.
But Todd Wolfley is so respected as a coach that you know in any game he can find a way to get you.
And while Avon's 13-10, they've had some ups and downs. On any given night, if they play like they have at times, they can beat anybody as well.
Terre Haute North won the Wabash Valley Classic. Ellis, he had 5 first half threes, hasn't made one since. He'll have to settle for a minimum of 25 points tonight. Warriors going a little further into their bench, but Tricker finds a seam. He got fouled, and Tricker will shoot 2.
Well, there he is again at the free throw line. I like it. He just continues to play hard. He's not looking up at the scoreboard and seeing who's leading or what. He's just playing his game, and I like that a lot.
So Tricker connects. Tonight's game brought to us by Nathan Begley of Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. You're good at lots of things, like cheering a team on to victory. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance is good at your insurance. That's why Nathan is here to help you think through any question you might have about auto, home, renters, business, or life insurance. Call Nathan at 317-507-7871 or stop by his office on East US Highway 36 in Avon. So Tricker with 19. Schmidt, give it to him. Schmidt with 14.
Everybody's moving all the time. That's a staple of this Red Pride Ball Club. They just keep moving. They space the floor. Very well coached.
Plainfield, we mentioned Terre Haute North. Lost to Terre Haute North a couple of weeks ago, 46-44. That team has won 17 in a row. But really 2 impressive nights here in the course of 3 evenings in this gym. That Franklin game was scheduled to be on Friday night, but it got postponed. Webb off the window scoring.
Strong move.
Webb with 6.
Webb just a junior.
4 seniors in the 8-man rotation for Danville. Smith shows part of the athletic ability that it has. Coaches inquiring about his services as a sophomore.
And rightfully so. Huge upside for that young man. Like his game.
And Dad played at Xavier and IUPUI. Uncle, one of the all-time leading scorers in the history of Wabash College. Collins misses. Webb the rebound. Webb, first time no. Second time yes. Webb 8 points off the bench. The junior averages less than 2 points a game.
But he's coming in. He's playing hard. He's taking advantage of some playing time. I like it.
Again, Danville won't see anything like this next week. It's if they get to the regional round, they might. Stepping into a 3 for Plainfield. No, that's Gilliott. Loose ball, touched last by the Quakers. Vanderbush will come back in. I would imagine Smith might be done for the night with 4:42 to play.
Yeah, and rightfully so. Really nice outing.
Then you leave your seniors in as long as they want. And this their final game here.
Plainfield looked comfortable tonight, didn't they, Greg?
That's a good way to describe it. Never moved off their spot.
They just didn't. They just really came out, focused, never took their foot off the gas pedal, shot the ball well. Started off this game by talking about their shooting ball club, and they did not disappoint.
That last 3 for Scrafton, his first field goal comes with 4.5 minutes to play in the game. He's a 41% three-point shooter. Cam McMahon will jump in for Danville. Colton East will come in for Landon Gilliott for Plainfield.
A big Quaker crowd walking away today, I would think, was a lot of confidence going into this tournament.
Baker lands for 3. Yes, his third made 3. 5 players in double figures for the Quakers, and they have hit 83 and 82 respectively in their last 2 games. And a timeout going to be called by Danville, a 30-second timeout. This 30-second timeout brought to us by Indiana State University, where 69% of graduates choose to live, work, and thrive right here in Indiana. Legends wear blue.
This is only the 3rd time they've broke into the 80-plus category. They have one as you talked about, so this is clearly a big scoring night. They have that potential. If you can't guard them, they're a problem.
First time out of the game was just taken with 3:45 left to go.
I had not thought about that.
We've been playing this one for a little more than an hour.
It's not been long.
They have played like they are renting the facility.
Yes, they are.
Webb, not that time. McMahon, a steal. Missed it. Good rebound by Baker Lance. And then Baker Lands is fouled by Cam McMahon. Just the 3rd foul against the Warriors tonight.
That's his first.
3rd foul in the quarter, I should say. This is one that I think both teams kind of put in the rearview mirror pretty quickly.
Quite honestly, you have to. As well as Plainfield has played, Greg, and they've played incredibly well, and as much as they've scored, you do, even in the win, you kind of got to move on.
Vanderbush for 3. Wanted to give the senior that one. That's the roll credits moment right there for Plainfield.
You want the momentum, you love the shooting, but you got to just get super focused because Brownsburg is a complete different team that you're going to face.
Never in doubt tonight was this one. Baseline shot block, Webb the rebound. Put back attempt, that one goes. The Warriors get a nice pickup bucket there. That was Carter Ward, the freshman. And the only kind of drama left at this point for Plainfield is when do you pull the seniors? Give Ellis one more shot. Yep.
Swan song.
His 6th made 3. He's got 28.
Red Pride time, man. He has had a senior night for the ages.
And that was a foul, basically, just to give the home fans the chance to cheer for the seniors as they will be pulled off the floor en masse.
Greg, you're looking at a ball club that was 18-7 last year. Going to have 15 wins in the regular season this year. They've won a lot of basketball games for Plainfield.
Patel, Swafford, and Steed all in for Plainfield. Collins to shoot 2. Free throw is good. Tonight's game brought to us by Endeavor Communications. They don't provide just ordinary old internet service. Their blazing fast, high-speed fiber-based service is a game changer. Don't settle for less. Switch to Endeavor for the winning play and connectivity. Visit weendeavor.com or call 800-922-6677. Endeavor Internet, your fiber connection, your victory. So some rare varsity experience. All these young men played in the junior varsity game, which was a very closely contested game, won by Plainfield earlier tonight. Can the Quakers get to 90? They do.
Yes, they do.
Give Stead the bucket, his first. Shot blocked, but Collins tracks it down. He's got 7. So by far the most points that Danville has allowed in a game this year. Seniors' contribution is long gone at this point. Arvanitis. 10th different Quaker to score. Backdoor cut and a bucket. Danville as well, it's been equal opportunity scoring. Now a steal, McMahon, shot blocked. Fight for the loose ball, Collins tracks it down.
Well, you know you're having a great night when you get a standing O for a block shot.
Free throws coming up here.
You know, Greg, it's been a great year on ISC. Tons and tons of basketball during this regular season. Certainly more to do in the tournament time, but man, what a great regular season in basketball, boys and girls.
Coleman on the line, who had the earlier bucket. This is his 6th varsity game of the season. In his 5 previous games, he's averaging a little more than a point a game. Barton will come back on. Plainfield, I can't recall a game that we have done at the high school level this year where somebody has scored more than Plainfield's put up tonight.
Yeah, I haven't had a game where there's been more than this.
You'll see the occasional triple-digit game in high school hoops.
Well, you got to get off to that rocket start in order to do that in today's game. Clearly, Plainfield was able to do that.
So Webb will get 2 free throws here. I think this is one where, you don't exactly have tapes these days. You can't burn the tapes, but you can delete the hard drive if you're Danville.
Yeah.
Just get on to the next one. Tuesday night, Jan and I will have Warren Central and Lawrence Central. That is a 6 o'clock start at the Jack Kiefer Gymnasium. That's our lone game Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, we'll have the games stream only at IHSAATV.org between Attucks and Tech, and followed by Lawrence North and North Central. On Friday, Cathedral awaits the winner of LC and Dub C. The Wednesday winners will meet in game number 2. We'll have the championship for you Saturday night. Plainfield will bump their record to 15-7. Danville will see their regular season end at 18-3. And Plainfield was dominant from the jump. Final score on this one, Quakers 93, Warriors 72. Andy Weaver's team is off to the postseason, same as Brian Barber. Post-game coverage comes next on ISC and My Indy TV.
Irritated by your internet provider? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eForce high-speed internet. Download speed? No problem. Download an HD movie in seconds with our remarkable gigabit speed. Endeavor not only provides the latest fiber optic technology, we're also here to help you use it. We also provide television, wireless, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com.
At Forum Credit Union, we know strong communities invest in education. That's why the Forum Foundation has given over $800,000 to local educators and students pursuing their collegiate dreams. Learn how Forum gives back at forumcu.com.
Have you been injured at work? Visit your work injury lawyers at indianaworkers.com. We help injured workers. For a free consultation, go to indianaworkers.com, a division of Galitko and Daly. We go to work when you can't.
Still on his feet. Stevens lunges. Are you kidding me? Champions of Marion County. Unbelievable. Touchdown.
Living up to that last name.
Wabash has the lead for the first time today.
Said that was going to be a highlight reel.
Oh, baby. Yeah, you can celebrate after that.
At Ertl & Company, we're a health insurance broker that puts wellness first. That's why our physician-led medical team travels directly to you. Preventive care, chronic disease management, and weight management all help your business save money on health insurance. Our experienced team is focused on improving your entire organization's health. That's why our clients report that 80% of their employees end up working with our care team. Contact Ertl & Company for a free consultation. Email us at info@ertlandcompany.com or give us a call with the number on your screen. Ertl & Company, your benefit partner.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com.
I think the Quakers will have us back more often. 93-72, they dispatch of 3A number 1 Danville tonight by 21. It was 11 after one quarter. It was 17 at halftime. It was 25 at the end of 3. And again, it was nearly a race to 100 for Plainfield. This, by far, their biggest offensive output of the season, coming off the heels of scoring 83 on Franklin on Tuesday night. Jan, your overall impressions of this one?
Well, Plainfield 28, 24, 20, and 21. I'd say that's pretty consistent offense. And they just really came out just fine-tuned, never let up. Clearly some momentum with this 2 games, Greg, putting up serious points. And I think for them to really have a shot, they're going to have to put up some points offensively. And clearly they've shown that today. On the other side, if I would have told you Danville put up 72, you go, well, that's pretty good. But the bad news is they give up 93.
Well, if you're Danville, again, I think you can flush this one. If you're Brian Barber, again, you're not going to see a team like Plainfield in the next round. It was potentially in the regional round of the semi-state. And again, that's what this Danville team is talking about. You may see a team or 2 in 3A in total like Plainfield. That's where you kind of worry about this. But frankly, you put that in the back of your mind for a little while. For Plainfield, man, you feel good. Now, you will not play this type of game against Brownsburg on Tuesday. If you score half the points you're Plainfield you did tonight, that might be good enough for a victory on Tuesday night.
I think that's going to be one of the better games, quite honestly. I think they match up pretty well. Both of them really have some uniquenesses. Brownsburg, I think, a little stronger defensively. Plainfield, a little bit better offensively. I think that's going to be a well of a game.
Eli Ellis, 28 points to lead Plainfield, one of 5 Quakers in double figures. Elijah Tricker 19, Stephen Webb 10 to lead the way for Danville. More post-game coverage from Plainfield comes your way next. Quakers win and win big on ISC and MyIndy TV.
At Forum Credit Union, we provide smart ways to borrow money for life's planned and unplanned expenses. We also have fun, easy ways to save money. See how Forum can help you with your financial goals at forumcu.com.
Have you been injured at work? Visit your work injury lawyers at indianaworkers.com. We help injured workers. For a free consultation, go to indianaworkers.com, a division of Galitko and Daly. We go to work when you can't.
It's the President's Day sales event at York Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Plainfield. Maximize your savings during our inflation relief sale. Largest inventory, lowest prices. New Jeep Compass as low as $269 per month. New Ram 1500 as low as $369 per month. Or step up to a Ram Heavy Duty, up to 10% off MSRP. Get a York deal at YorkCDJRPlainfield.com.
We're not number one.
You are.
You're number one at York.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Shot at the buzzer. Got it! She got it! Oh my goodness, what a shot!
Hello. Did it again. Hello. Made the highlight reel again. That goes to Menser and all kinds of room to run. Down the middle of the field, and he will not be touched. Jackson, hello. There we go.
Stokes throws it, caught, ball ricochets.
Wow.
A huge hit. Wow. This has been an amazing display of goal scoring.
93 points by Plainfield in tonight's game. It is the first time they have scored 90 in a game in 2 years. They put up 90 on Monrovia 2 years ago. The last time the Quakers scored 93 in a game was 16 years ago against Danville. Plainfield won or lost that game to Danville 95-93 in double overtime. The last time that Plainfield scored more points was the season opener against Cascade in November of 2007. Plainfield won that game against the Cadets by a score of 101-47. 93-72. Your final score tonight. Let's thank the following sponsors that made it happen. Thanks to Endeavor Communications, Endeavor Internet, your fiber connection, your victory. Ertl & Company, Benefit Solutions. Look under ertlandcompany.com to find out more. Forum Credit Union, helping people achieve their financial dreams for over 80 years. Innovative Product Services. Visit them online, forumcu.com. By Franciscan Sports Medicine. Visit franciscanhealth.org/sports training for more. By Galitko and Daly, work injury lawyers. Learn more at indianaworkers.com and indymalpractice.com. By Indiana State University, where Sycamores continually prove that real game changers wear blue. By Nathan Begley of Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood and call Nathan Begley of Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. By Wabash College. Visit Wabash College today at wabash.edu. And by York Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We're not number one, you are. You're number one at York. Danville is number one in 3A. They may not be when the final polls get announced on Tuesday. Again, if you're Brian Barber, what's the tack you take with your team? Because your team got its lunch money taken from them for just a second time this year.
Yeah, they really do. I don't think they talk about this thing much at all. Their focus 100% right now is on the sectional coming up and Western Boone. You know, you can't take anybody for granted. All it takes is one really good game, and you could be in a problem. So they're 100% now focused on Western Boone. You win that one, you take them one at a time, as the old adage says.
Danville won at Webo January 24th, 62-37. If they win, they make it Crawfordsville. They beat the Athenians last Friday, 54-35. Again, it is Lebanon, it is Tri-West, it is Monrovia on the opposite side of the bracket from the Danville Warriors at sectional 25 in Lebanon. We'll come back for a final time of this regular season after this short break. And Michael Menser, by the way, still has that jump shot. That was Michael Menser that has drained that shot you saw on your screen. He's still got it. Back in a moment on ISC and MyIndy TV.
Hi, I'm Chad Peterman.
And I'm Tyler Peterman.
As the art for all our trucks, we get to see a lot of free furnaces installed in the homes of happy customers.
Because at Peterman Brothers, February is Freebuary.
All month. If you install a qualifying AC system,
then the furnace is free.
Visit PetermanHVAC.com to schedule your free furnace installation.
And we'll see you soon.
What do you think, Tyler? Was it a good idea to put our faces on the vehicles?
Yeah, I like it. As long as they don't start talking or something.
It's the President's Day sales event at York Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Plainfield. Maximize your savings during our inflation relief sale. Largest inventory, lowest prices. New Jeep Compass as low as $269 per month. New Ram 1500 as low as $369 per month. Or step up to a Ram Heavy Duty, up to 10% off MSRP. Get a York deal at YorkCDJRPlainfield.com.
We're not number one.
You are.
You're number one at York.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the IHSAA Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the IHSAA Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at IHSAASportsNetwork.com.
Hey there, I'm Jake Query.
And I'm Derek Schultz.
Derek, do you know what we do not have in common with Ted Lasso?
What's that, Jake?
We made it beyond 3 seasons.
Oh, we're going to make it like 30, 40, 50 seasons. As long as your heart holds out, that is. Query and Schultz every Tuesday night. You can watch it right here on the IHSAA Sports Network, on our YouTube channel, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, X, podcast, whatever it is. Just call it whatever you want.
Twitter doesn't exist.
Just make sure Tuesday nights, Query and Schultz, 7:30, all season long, right here on the IHSAA Sports Network.
We outlasted Twitter.
We did.
There is one more regular season game on the IHSAA Sports Network calendar. That is our crew based up in Mulberry that will have Eastern and Carroll tomorrow night on the final night of the regular season. We'll have Marion University basketball a lot over the next week. We'll have their huge doubleheader with Indiana Wesleyan. The women's team, those two teams are both top 5 in the country. They play for the Crossroads League title on Saturday. Marion 17-0, Indiana Wesleyan 16-1. IWU's lone loss to Marion back in January by 19 on their home floor. But as far as postseason basketball, Jan and I reconvened on the boys' side on Tuesday night at Lawrence North. We have done that sectional now for the last 6 years. Frankly, my plan is to do it for at least 6 more, even as that kind of changes as the 4A alignment changes next year. We'll have all 4 nights, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday at Lawrence North on MyNDTV 23. Wednesday night stream only. All games are streamed free in the sectional and regional at IHSAATV.org. My friend, it has been a great regular season.
Yes, sir.
We got a state final to do on Saturday, and then we got more postseason basketball to follow after that. But for the final time this evening and during the regular season for Plainfield, Quakers all over Danville tonight. They win going away 93-72. Eli Ellis led the charge with 28 points. Good night from Hendricks County, and goodbye regular season. We'll talk to you next on MyNDTV on Tuesday night, Sectional 10 at Lawrence North.
Food, shelter, fast Wi-Fi. It's all we really need. Good thing Endeavor has the fast, reliable internet it takes to power all the Wi-Fi hungry gadgets in your home. All at once. With speeds up to 10 gig, get smooth HD streaming video, gaming, music, and surfing, all with no waiting, no buffering, no kidding. Call or click WeEndeavor.com and upgrade to Indiana's fastest internet today.
Still on his feet. Stevens lunges. Are you kidding me? Champions of Marion County. Unbelievable. Touchdown.
Living up to that last day.
Wabash has the lead for the first time today.
So that was